We came to see one guard in Brooklyn ball, and something else happened.
We saw one guard from Brooklyn ball, and that was my guy, Lance Stephenson, who I've been watching on the streets of New York since he was 13, 14 years old. They used to call him the 8th grader at the Kingdom. He had 20 points in the first quarter. The idea that he was not in the league 2 weeks ago is ridiculous when you watch him perform like he performed last night. Did his performance last night earn him an actual roster spot with the Pacers outside of just this 10-day?
Here's what I want you to know that Lance once told me. He's had some turbulence, been on a few teams, been in and out of the league, but you know what he knows? This show has been consistent riding for our guy. Even when we had Isaiah Thomas on the show recently. And what did you know? Both of those guys got right back in the league after we brought it up. David Jacoby has been on this show doing all things Lance. We gave him a nickname, Lance Make 'em Dance. All of this stuff that's happened over the last, say, decade, right? Just so you know, Jacoby, Lance knows when he wakes up today that all of the people on his social media and all of the people that's texting his phone, he know they're on the bandwagon. He knows true love is right here. He knows that, dog.
We've been here. Ever since he was with Cincinnati, I've been with Lance. Like, ever since he was 13, 14 years old, I used to take the train up to Harlem to watch him play in the Kingdom. It is so good to see him back in the league. It is so good to see him at MSG 2 nights ago, and so good to see him score 20 in the first quarter last night.
I got to tell you something else. We could do the whole show about Lance.
We should.
You know, we can, by the way, just do a 30 for 30 over the years of how we've talked about Lance. But I got to also tell you something, family. He's the only player in the history of the NBA to come off the bench and have 20 points in the first quarter.
Ooh.
That's the only time that's ever happened.
Breaking records.
That's the only time. I was like, wow, Jamal Crawford ain't do that? I was like, oh, man, Kevin McHale didn't do that?
Mm-mm.
You know, I was like, really impressive. Lou Will, like, it's been some terrific six men. Eddie Johnson, the OG, I was surprised. I really was.
A great performance from Lance.
Shout for Lance.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.